Hi everyone, Selena here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to do a hot chocolate nail set or hot cocoa nail set, whatever you want to call it. We are going to use polish from two different sets today. One from the chocolate ice cream cone set from Model 1s and one from the cocoa cream set, or more than one from the cocoa cream set, a few of them. And I'm starting off here with some almond nails, and I already have them prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to start off with the first color here from the chocolate ice cream cone set. I'm going to put this on all of the nails. I'll just show you a couple and then we'll move along. Now later on in the video I do end up changing the color of a nail. I decided that at the last second. However, right now I will put this on all of the nails. I thought this would be a perfect color for this set. Thought it looked a bit like chocolate. But don't eat it. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit that like button, that notification bell. That way you're notified each time I upload a video. Christmas is around the corner. We're far off from 500. I'd love to try to get there for Christmas. I found there was a lot of lint in some of these bottles too. As soon as I took the brushes out with polish on them, I could see specks and stuff in the polish already. I don't know why, but anyway. So here I'm using 0957 from Cocoa Cream set. And this is HEMA free from Model 1s. And I'm going to do this. It's a deeper brown than what I put on the nail. And I'm going to do this nail with chocolate drips, and as in chocolate sauce or hot chocolate, and whipped cream drips. I do apologize, my hand's kind of in the way. You will see it in a couple of minutes. Oh, no, there you go. Not in a couple of minutes, right now. Go, there's your hot chocolate spilling over. So I'm going to give this a flash cure, just in case I bump it or anything like that. That way nothing goes awry. And here I'm going to put, I should have did the top coat on the nail first before doing the hot chocolate drip. I'm going to do the nails matte and then do the details in glossy. So I'm going to go ahead here and do the nail in the matte top coat. So I'll just use my liner to go in between the drips. And I do fast forward through some of this. And this is the glossy top coat for the drips. So here I'm using number 2551 from Cocoa Cream. It's not a really bright white. I am actually going to use this for the whipped cream because I'm actually going to cover it with glitter. Just showing you there, 2551. So you're not really going to see it. I just needed something a little lighter to put on top of that brown, that deep brown. And then we'll put some glitter on top of it. And I don't go all the way down the drips, by the way, with this. I just go down 3/4 of the way. That way you can still see those drips a little bit. So here I'm going to put the glitter on it. And I'll use a little muffin wrapper for it. That way the glitter doesn't go all over the place. So once I tapped it off, I'm going to give it a 60-second cure. Moving on to the next one. This is the one I decided to do a different color. So I gave this a really good buff. It thinned out the brown color nicely. And this is going to be a whipped creams and sprinkle nail. So I'm going to use Snowy Mist from Model 1s. I show you one coat on camera and I do a second one off. I do 2 thin coats, and that was just fine to cover the brown. I didn't want to do it too thick, that way it wasn't too much product on the nail to make it too thick. So here I am going to put down my colors for the sprinkles. So for the gel, the red, Nail Couture 019. The green glitter I put down is number 034. And this next one is a yellowish color 047. And these are the 3 colors I'm going to use for my sprinkles. And that is a fun gel 047 in gold glitter or yellow glitter, whichever you want to call it. It's more of a yellow, I think. And don't worry, I don't make you sit through every single little stroke. I do kind of show you a couple and then move on. A couple of each color, anyway. Once that was done, I did a flash cure. I did flash cure actually after the first 2 colors, because when I was going in with that red, I was getting a little nervous. So I did the flash cure after the green and the yellow glitter, and now I'm going to go in with the red. I just knew I was going to make a mistake with the red. And I did, actually. Here we go. We have our whipped cream and sprinkles all done. Our next one, this is a matte top coat. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to this nail. And I cut it out because most of that out because I was out of frame. And I gave it a 60-second cure. This was the thumb. So I wanted to draw a mug of hot chocolate with whipped cream and cherries on top. I tried to draw the mug. It didn't work out too well. So then I remembered I had nail art tape. So I took that out and I put it on the nail, marking it where I wanted to put the lines for the mug. And then I used the tape as a guide for the outer walls of the mug. Then all I had to do was connect the bottom and the top. So I decided to draw it on with a pencil first. That's much easier. And if you do decide to do something like this, even if you're going to do a glossy top coat, put a matte top coat on it first before drawing anything on it with a pencil. It'll make it so much easier and you'll be able to see the drawing. So here I have the 2 lines for the walls of the mug done. So I'm just connecting the bottom and the top. The rim, I should say. So here I'm using 1761. This is going to be to fill in the mug. And it wasn't as light as I thought it would be. I did do 2 coats of it just to be on the safe side. Sorry guys, that was my chair. At this point, that's when I decided to use 1752 for the rim of the mug. So I thought I would do 2 different colors, try to get it to stand out a little more. And if you ever have an issue when you're drawing something on a nail with a pencil and you need to remove it, use a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol, some isopropyl alcohol. That will take it off. So after getting that done, I'm going to go in with a brush and do some cleanup just to make sure that I've got it all straight and it's not all over the place. just want the lines to look as crisp as possible. I did cure that for 60 seconds before moving on to the rim, just to make sure I didn't end up hitting it or anything, because you know I will. I end up doing something if I don't cure it. I don't hear any clicking going on. Don't forget to hit that like button, that notification bell. Let's get to 500 by Christmas. So I gave that a 60-second cure. And here for the whipped cream on top, I'm going in again with number 2551 from the cocoa cream set. The idea was to go across the top and do a long line, put the glitter on that, then do another one just shorter, same thing, then do another one shorter than that, and just kind of make it shorter going up. It didn't work out that way. However, I guess it didn't turn out too bad. And I had it set so it was kind of dripping down as well. And I didn't mean for it to cover anything up too much. However, it did cover the rim of the mug up. So here I just dipped the nail in the glitter instead of pouring it over. and then I tapped it off. Get the excess off before curing it for 60 seconds. And I did use the Nail Couture Opal Snow glitter. And after I had cured it, that's when I realized it had covered up the top part of that mug. I didn't realize until then when I wiped off the excess glitter. So here I'm going to paint on a couple of cherries on their vine. And I thought this turned out not too bad. Although it would look better if I did longer nails, but that's okay. Live and learn. And I used the same colors as I did with the sprinkles. So I used the red 019 from Nail Couture, and I used the green glitter 034 from Nail Couture for the vines as well. Or stems, I should say. I shouldn't be calling it vines. They're not vines, they're stems. So on this one here, we are going to do a marble nail of all the different colors that we used. Minus the bright ones from the sprinkles. Now what I didn't think about doing was using a blooming gel. When you're doing a marble nail, you can also use blooming gel. That can help it spread as well. And then you wouldn't have to use as much gel polish. Once that was done, I did a 60-second cure. I am going to hold it upside down, let gravity help do its work, and let the marble kind of move around a little bit. So this nail, we are going to draw some marshmallows. Can't have hot chocolate without marshmallows. It's just not normal. You gotta have marshmallows. So here I'm going to go over the nail first with that matte top coat, just like the others. Go, and then we get our marshmallows put on. And I will have some pictures at the end, as per usual. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now on this nail, I made, even though the nail is matte, I made the marshmallows glossy at the end. Go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!